Hello, Francesca. Uh,
Hello,
we
Aaron.
we made our goal this week. Yay!
Great. Yay.
Well, it's a big deal because I've been working on this for a while and crowdfunded, and I feel bad. I don't like to beg for money, so now it's more, hey, we have this lovely book and it's cheap on Kickstarter. It's going to be more expensive when it hits bookstores. So now it's more, hey, just come get this great thing. And with the Kickstarter, we have this thing called stretch goals, which is, uh, if we raise a little more beyond our goal, people will get something. So there's going to be a post. In fact, you're in this post. We're talking in this post right now as people are reading it. And but the thing is, you are the actual stretch goal, kind of. So you are doing what we're calling Lanthimos adaptations, which is Yorgos Lanthimos, who is on in the book and is a chapter that I've talked about with A24 films, The Lobster and The Killing of the Sacred Deer. And so before we get into that, first off, I want to just say we've made this goal. Everybody's going to have access to what you're about to talk about, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be, I just can't wait personally because I love, obviously, I'm writing a book about this. So, Francesca, why don't you tell us about yourself? Tell our backers, our listeners, who's Francesca?
Hi. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm excited about it.
I am too.
Who am I? I am assistant professor at a university in Milan, Catholic University of Milan, and I did an MA in film. I studied New American cinema, so avant-garde movies and stuff like that. But then I moved to literature, so I did my PhD, got two PhDs, one on James Joyce and the other one on 19th century author called John Henry Newman. So I've studied a great deal of literature. My expertise is 19th to 20th century studies. But I'm also interested in translation, semiotics, and so film comes in naturally. And what I will be doing is I will be looking at Poor Things as an adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but I will be reading it because, I mean, our audience might be familiar with the fact that Poor Things is an adaptation of another novel, Poor Things by Alistair Gray in 1992. But Alistair Gray's novel is actually incorporates Mary Shelley's material too. So we'll be looking at Frankenstein as a modern myth, and then with a little bit of theory, a little bit, not to be scared, we will go through a
Our
little bit.
people love theory, love theory. We have a guide that's just going to do theory. It's
Okay.
going to be this is the stuff
Okay.
we nerd out on.
Okay.
It's going to be good. Um, yeah. So
Okay.
here's your guide page, and yeah, when I click details and registration, coming soon. That's because it's coming right now. There are none. You get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk more about what it is. And in fact, we could just go ahead and say I think it's going to be a 45-minute lecture that you're going to give. And by the way, I've seen
Yeah.
her lectures in Italian. You speak better English than me, but you're in Italy,
I don't.
so it's
I
late
wish.
right now. No, you're pretty good. I've seen her present.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing. You are going to love this presentation, and this is really grade A. Poor Things by Lanthimos is really. I mean, I'd say it's a masterpiece. Personally, I'm
Mm-hmm.
biased, but award-winning, very popular film, very successful film, very enjoyable film, very weird film. But I think it really uses its source in a very unique way. So I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait to hear what you say about it. So it'll be 45 minutes with some questions. It's going to be to all backers of the Kickstarter. You will automatically have access to this. You can even either show up on the date. We actually have a date. I'll go back and find that, or you could just watch
Yeah.
it on the. I think we do have a date. We do. It's
I
just
can
not on here
actually
yet.
look
Oh,
it up on my calendar.
right here, April 12th. It's actually just April 12th.
Mhm.
We put a range, so it's just going to be one day, and then you'll do more, and we'll have a guide spotlight and talk more about it. But yeah, any other insights about Lanthimos that you want to share, just to for what people to expect?
Well, the reason for me doing this is because I what I do when I go to the movies is I don't read no reviews. Usually,
Smart.
typically, I don't, and then I read them afterwards. And
Mm.
when I came out of that movie, my brain was exploding with ideas because I picked philosophy in that movie. I picked a critique on capitalism, a critique
Hmm.
on power dynamics, and also, of course, gender roles and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. So that when I read the reviews, I was, I was kind of in shock to read that the only thing that people were honing in was this sort of um, liberation that they perceived of the character in the brothel segment,
hmm
and I don't know. I thought maybe we need to get the record straight because it's not like it seems. People were saying, this is an hymn to the liberation of women. And when I was
yeah,
watching the movie, I was like, well, this is brilliant. This is actually not. This is actually critiquing that type of feminism and so on and so forth. So that's something you may expect, but not just that. I mean, I want
yeah.
to also look at the theology behind it because a complex discourse on God and creation and the power of creation, and it's gonna be interesting. I hope.
Well, I can't wait. I know
Mm-hmm.
everybody's going to be very excited to see this. Not, I hope they're excited for me, for our company, for our book, but I'm excited to be able to have this opportunity to listen to you. And you're going to do more of this. We'll talk about that. We've already
Yeah,
talked about some
possibly.
other adaptations names, but this is free for backers. So if you're seeing this, well, I should say, if you're seeing this on Kickstarter, this is free. It'll also be free to our subscribers on the website, to Cinema Journeys. So, and that's what I was just sharing. So, Francesca, I'm really excited to go on this ride with you, this journey with
Yeah,
you,
me too.
literally. And thank
Me
you.
too.
It's going to be fun, and yeah, everybody, you're going to love this. It's going to be very insightful, and there's lots more of this to come. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Aaron.